it out at all. There, you can just sit up there with all the other food I won't use. Okay. Hello. Remember, oh, I gotta do the thing. I gotta do where I have my links. Yeah, thanks for help. Thanks for joining the stream. When is blank? This is a blank. When is it big? Now. I gotta do things. Hello. Live chat. Hello. Hello. I got too much crap in my kitchen, don't I? I got too much crap in my kitchen. You're hungry. What am I making? I don't even know what I'm making. What am I even making? Oh, well, okay. First things first. First things first. I'm gonna do some sugar cookies. The dough, because they'll chill out in the fridge for at least 6 hours. So then I can either bake those off tonight, or maybe stream bake them off tonight. Bake them off tomorrow. Do a whole stream tomorrow. So we'll have some stuff to do tomorrow. Hopefully I have energy. I napped-ish. Hopefully I have some energy. I gotta throw dishes in the dishwasher too, while I'm thinking of it. Oh, I've been taking these. These, I don't know. I don't know if they're doing any good. Hopefully they will. I got my blood work done today for my chemo stuff, so we'll see where. That's just the white blood cell, this or that. I don't know. I don't know if it's bad or good or whatever. So I got that done. They're like, oh, you can check your account online. I'm like, it wouldn't let me because my name's weird. It said it wasn't a valid name. Anybody else have weird names like that? That's why I use a YouTube name. So I'm like, you don't even let me. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna do the sugar cookie thing if I can remember the recipe. Oh crap, the recipe's in the phone. Oh no, I tweeted it. Oh, I can go just write it down from Twitter. Okay, that's okay. I can So that's what I'll be doing. I will be doing dough. I will probably freeze half of the dough also. So I probably won't even bake it all off. So I'm gonna do dough and then something. I got chicken, but they got a huge thing of it. So I'm like, I'm just gonna cook a bunch of chicken ahead for the week too. I do do that. I think I'll do that. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing now. What was the other thing? Oh, I gotta get the recipe. I have to actually write it down now or something. Write down the recipe. Like it's the 30s. We're writing down the recipe like it's 1937. Or something. That's fine. I have to find it on my Twitter. I do nothing but tweet anymore. I do nothing but tweet. Okay. 3 cups flour. 3 cups flour. 3 cups flour. F-O-U-R. 1 teaspoon soda. Soda, like baking soda. 1 cup Crisco. Why Crisco? I don't know. 1 cup sugar. Do I have sugar or any of that? I hope I do. 3 eggs. I hope I have 3 eggs. And 1 teaspoon vanilla. That's it. Roll out the cookie cutters. Bake at 425. Bake at 425. Roll out the cookie cutters. There. Here's your recipe. Okay. Okay, so that's grandma's recipe from, you know, probably the Betty Crocker cookbook, probably a thing at Crisco. She probably got it off the back at Crisco. There you go. There you go. Micah, I hope you are okay. I'm the guy who made the Mr. Trunky remix for Total Biscuit. Dude! I like that one. Alex Flame Music. You're not very active anymore. Much love to BK. I loved that. Oh, I love TV. Rip TV. Can we just say? Without Jesse Cox and Total Biscuit, I probably would not have ever played Terraria, done a Let's Play. I have been on YouTube 10 years now, directly because I was listening to them. So yeah, I absolutely love that remix. I absolutely love that remix. I actually listen to that like it's, you know, part of my regular dubstep rotation because it's fun. Rotation. So I do actually listen to that. That's a good one. That's actually a really, really good one. If you haven't listened to that, it's if people don't know, long time ago, YouTube used to be for like video games and people who are playing video games funny, and now it's for people who are getting banned on their political opinions, who used to be the people who played video games. So that's what's going on. So how's everybody doing? How's everyone doing? Here, now I'm getting all nervous. Okay, so that's the recipe we're going with. I'm gonna make this before. I also dislike cancer immensely, so that's why I'm like trying my best to be like, you know what? F it. I'm not gonna let that stop me until, you know, the next treatment where I'm just like my hair. So my hair has not fallen out yet. I have been able to keep stuff down. That is a huge positive. So I was kind of afraid of that. Do I speak Spanish? I do not. So yeah, that's kind of one of those things. I'm like, I am also, you know, rip TB because of the, you know, FU cancer. So all that stuff. Wasn't it cancer or something? That stuff. That's why I'm like, I'm just gonna do what I can to, at the very least, say, hey, this is what I'm going through. This is what I'm dealing with. Yeah, I'm kind of a bee. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys have no idea how miserable I was over the last few years dealing with stuff. And, you know, I'm so sorry if I ever took it out on anybody here, and I probably have. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna make cookies. I'm gonna make sugar cookies. So we're doing the stand mixer stuff. We're actually, look at it. Oh, you can't see it. The stand mixer. It's not hamburger buns. I'm never gonna probably use. I'm probably never gonna use that. The stand mixer of stand mixiness. Okay. I'm trying to get the camera to cooperate too. It doesn't want to cooperate. It's like, nope. What was that? Something moved. That's just stuff settling. That's not like the haunted stuff that's always happening. I'm gonna pull my hair up. Do I like who? What are you talking about? I like cookies. Okay, hair. See, that's the thing. I have so much hair anyway. It's so long. So I'm gonna just put it off of my face for now. What am I doing? Cookies. See, now I'm getting warm. Oh yeah, I need something to drink too. What do I have? Oh, these are good. These are really good. Okay, so they recommend, now I'm not a doctor, I'm just telling you what they told me, what my doctor said. Get protein, higher protein, more protein in my diet because of what the chemo is going to do. So, and is doing. It destroys your muscles and stuff. So, these are really, really good. These are actually really, really good. They're just protein infused. Are they sugar water? Do they have sugar in them? No sugar. No sugar. No added sugar. What's in it? Water, whey, protein isolate. So it's milk. It's milk, basically. Etheridol, natural flavors, vegetable juice for color, Reb, a stevia leaf extract, and phosphoric acid. Probably shouldn't be eating sugar, but I'm going to anyway because that's my reward. That's my reward. I'm going to make sugar cookies while I have the energy to. So I'm probably only going to bake off half of the recipe. Maybe, I don't know. How's my hair? How's my hair? It's still there. It's still there for now. So if you're one of those gym bros, I'm sorry. I just have to laugh. You'd be set. You'd get the protein water, and then you could be like all He-Man looking. Okay, 3 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of soda, baking soda. What else? 1 cup Crisco. How much cream of tartar? See, I didn't even write the whole recipe down. I gotta double check the recipe again. Oh no, I messed up the recipe already. I didn't write it. That's what I do. Oh, I missed half of the ingredients. Crisco, sugar, 3 eggs. Where's my cream of tartar? 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar. The second ingredient. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 ingredients. Okay, 7 ingredients for cookies. Oh, and I have, what do I have? I do have Halloween cookie cutters in the McDonald's. That's a good place. How do you see that on camera? In the McDonald's thing. So this is the drug. That's the drug they give me. I got chemo. You can't do stuff with that. It'll affect it. I would not recommend it. So here we go. This is a giant thing of cream of tartar. Why did I buy so much? I don't know. And I don't know what it does. I'm not sure why. Okay, so 3 cups of flour. I hope I have 3 cups of flour in there. I probably do. Just teaspoons of things. This is my recipe. Teaspoons, cup and teaspoons, and eggs. Do I have 3 eggs? Yes, I have 3 eggs. I have 3 eggs. I have 3. This is basically how do I use up eggs before they go bad? How do I use up eggs? You cook and bake. So needs the wifey SAP. I know. Somebody who maybe has a restaurant that can give me a better dessert than the sugar cookies. You know what I'm saying. Now, I'm just going bigger fish and bigger fish and bigger fish. That's all right. Okay, stand mixer. I'm gonna double wash it. Even though I washed it last time, I'm just gonna wash it anyway. Just rinse it, give it a quick rinse. And then it just splashes all over. And it just splashes all over you. That's what happened. And then I just get water everywhere. And now the kitchen is destroyed and conniption ensues. Kitchen destroyed. Come on. I only want 1. They're expensive. Paper towels are expensive, yo. I only want 1. I want 1. Alright. What am I making? Well, I'm going to make a sugar cookie dough. I don't know if I'm going to cook them off this stream or maybe come back and do it later tonight. And then I'm going to do something with chicken. I'm going to cook some chicken ahead. And then maybe do, I don't know, I might do the Alfredo again. I still have all that. I still have those ingredients. That's a tombstone. It's going to get washed. Okay. It's gonna get washed. going to get lost because it's on the floor. And you're going to use that because these turned out really good last time. So I have skulls, I have a witch's hat. I only have orange frosting. That's kind of the thing. I don't have the orange frosting. So they're just going to get... Just going to get in the way anyway. I'm like, these don't look good on camera. Why are they there? I'm trying to figure out what looks good on camera. And behind me, nothing. The blender. The blender. Okay. There you go. The thing I was chubby, you like, I'm cute and chubby. You don't get to call women chubby. You don't get to call me that. I get to call me. See, it's only endearing when it's self-deprecating. I get to say I'm chubby, and I get to say, yeah, actually, and I lost quite a bit. I actually lost quite a bit. I'm doing okay. How about y'all? How about y'all? Like, I lost quite a bit. I don't know about you. I lost a lot. But then again, cancer, so... I'm trying to put weight back on before it gets really bad. I'm trying to eat what I can that has calories that can at least sustain me. I don't know what I ate this afternoon for lunch, but it did not. I was like, oh no, Oh, it was just a turkey wrap. I just had a turkey wrap. And that kind of, because I did spinach for lettuce. That shouldn't have done it. I don't know. I need measuring cups and spoons and things. Measuring spoons. Do we need half cups of anything? 1 cup, 1 cup, 1 cup. 3, 1, and teaspoons. Okay, just the 1 cup and the teaspoon. Half tablespoon. No, I need the teaspoon. Half teaspoon, 1 teaspoon. They're so easy too. They're so easy. Oh, okay, that's just the way the... That's the light. That's the light. I hope I have 3 cups of flour, though. That's the thing. Actually, I might need a spoon to spoon the flour in here, huh? Do I have 3 cups of flour? Oh, I hope I do. Alright, so I just level it with my finger because I just washed my hands. Anyway. 1... I'm gonna have to get flour next time I buy essentials. I bought 5 things and it was $50 for groceries. I got chicken, toilet paper, and like pasta, and what was the other thing? $55! Because toilet paper is like $24. Why is toilet paper so expensive? Okay, 1, 2... Oh guys, you guys see Simu Lee, Shang-Chi? He's all mad at some boba tea thing now. He's like, it's cultural appropriation. Huh? And you know what? I'm sure people would love their product to be featured more in the West. I don't like boba tea though. I don't like those little beads that they have in it. I like the ramune though. I like that marble soda. That's really good. Okay. 3 cups of flour. We need a cup of sugar too. Oh yeah, there's my latest video too. So we had the Joker box office flop. That article came in last night and I had to talk about that. So that's one of the things I do on the short videos. Here is the when I'm having the energy. So I'm sorry it's not nearly as consistent as it used to be. Where I used to try and do like the 3 video a day grind of like, because there's so much. There's just so much all the time. You know, there would be like a video game thing, and there still is. Don't get me wrong, there still is. I just got so burned out that I just like that's the honest truth. Between mom and then getting, you know, and lost her, and then getting just so burnt out, and I just couldn't keep up the pace of like the 3 videos a day grind that I had to. Yeah, sugar is really bad for you for this, but I'm like, I'm gonna have it anyway. I don't care. Because I'm only gonna do half of these. I'm gonna probably freeze the rest of it, and then that is my sweet treat for the day. Assuming this Crisco is still okay, and assuming. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Should I have the dough hook? No, because I'm not doing a bread dough. I'm doing a cookie dough. Probably don't need the dough hook. 2 teaspoons cream of tartar. 2 teaspoons. Teaspoons. I don't know why cream of tartar. Because I've gone through is understandable. I know. I was just trying so hard to keep that up because that was the income. You know, that was paying the bills. And it was fun. It was like, oh, I can do this. I don't have to, you know, work for somebody. I don't have to, you know, show up at a specific time. I can sleep in or not. Now I'm getting up at 6:30 in the morning regardless. 2 teaspoons cream of tartar. I'm actually gonna give it a little boom before I add the wet ingredients. And how much soda? See, it already smells like sugar cookies without even adding anything, without even adding the eggs or the Crisco or anything. How much soda? 1 teaspoon. What? That's about a teaspoon. Considering what fell on the counter. Considering what fell on the counter, right? So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So it will be sugar cookies eventually. Okay. Any surprises with this? Are there any surprises, or is this just a normal stick of Crisco? I don't know why. No, I don't know why Crisco. Maybe because it keeps forever. Maybe it's one of those things like a Twinkie. It's just so horrible for you. This is like the worst. This isn't even butter. This is like the worst thing you could possibly eat. But that's like the what is it? That's the comfort food level of things, though, isn't it? It's like you find that one way that was made when you were growing up. And that's why, oh God, this is awful. Oh, that's awful. Oh, that's awful. And that's what you stick with, because anything else tastes different, doesn't it? Doesn't it taste kind of weird? So that's why I go with the same recipe, because like that's just what they're supposed to taste like to me. Like, I can do them another way, but I'm going to do them this way for me. That's what it's supposed to taste like. Crisco does not want to wash off my hands either. This must have been something from, like, World War II, where they just had, like, milk shortages or dairy shortages or something, or rations. What do you think? I wonder where that recipe originates, the Crisco for sugar cookies. What do you think? Well, I have it. Okay, so this, they said don't mess with it. This is a chemo chest port for, that's where they put the IV, basically. So it's basically a thing that goes directly into my heart, where they put the drip in, and it's really gross and weird. So, sorry, do you want me to cover it more? Should I wear like a t-shirt so you don't see it some more? I'm sorry if it's like weird and gross, but they say don't touch it. It's perfectly normal. It is perfectly normal. That's the other part. So it goes from the heart to the jugular, and that's how they pump all the medicine to kill the cancer crap. For me, anyway. I don't know how they do it for other people. They said that's the most efficient. And, did I put the baking soda in there even? I don't know. That's not even going to break up. That's not even going to break up. So yeah, so thanks for asking. If it's if it's weird, I can wear something that'll cover it up more. But people are like, you don't have cleavage. I'm like, well, that's because it's one of those things. That's just one of those things. So I'm not like injured. It's just that's how they're doing the treatment, and it's kind of uncomfortable, but it's not too bad. They did do a lot of pushing and pulling and saying the word twerk specifically when they did it, so I'm like, I don't know about you, but I don't think I ever hurt anybody's feelings physically before by laughing at people twerking, if that's what they're on about. I shouldn't be cracking these directly into there. I should crack them into a bowl so that they don't. Oops. I'm terrible at cracking eggs. I'm not a big fan of eggs to begin with. This is just like, how do I use them up? They've been in the fridge for a month almost. No, I don't know how long. They just feel like, I don't remember buying them. So I'm like, I gotta use them up. So you know you can't say, oh, well, thank you. No, you don't have to apologize for asking. I just, like, if I don't want people to be like, oh, gross, she's cooking and she's got her thing. And, like, that's the other thing. I'm like, well, I'm not touching it. You don't touch it. Anyway, it's just, that's steri strips. So it's basically stitches. And after this point, I'm not supposed to, like, leave it covered anyway, so. I'm a strong woman. I don't know about that. I think I have no choice but to be. That's one of those things. Like, you don't really have a choice at this point. You just like, okay, well, this is it, and here, now we're taking care of it. So now we're getting it done. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Whoever just subscribed, I really appreciate that. I do have the pop-up notifications over on behind me, so I do hear. Hope you're doing well today. I'm doing better. I hope so. I'm not doing medical. We're not doing medical advice. Okay, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. This is just what I'm telling you what I'm doing. So I'm making cookies. This is probably bad for you, actually. This would go against what doctors would say, probably. A whole teaspoon of vanilla. Absolutely. Absolutely. So now I need to buy flour next time I do anything. There you go. Teaspoon of vanilla. So this is actually going to chill out in the fridge at least 6 hours, maybe overnight. This might be a tomorrow morning activity. I don't think that's going to be good for cancer. I don't think those are good for cancer. But if you want to donate those, I do have a link in my Amazon thing for anything you want to help contribute. No, don't slosh over the side. Let's just slosh over the side. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Okay. Stand mixer time. Okay. You ready? Stand mixer time. Stand mixer time. Stand mixer time. You're trying to help. I'm sure you are, and I appreciate it. But you know, I'm just letting you know. The stuff that comedians took for 2020 is not necessarily the going to be the thing that I'm going to be taking for breast cancer. Also, it's October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. These are terrible foods. Don't ever make this for breast cancer, in my opinion. But I'm not giving medical advice. This is just for me. You probably won't want to be making sugar cookies anyway. Or maybe you do. I don't know. It is Halloween, so that too. We'll just focus on the Halloween part and not anything else. How about that? How about that? Your dad baked 2 loaves of sourdough bread. I've never been big on sourdough. Oh, there you go. But I like I have made a garlic bread from scratch, because you use the yeast for that. Is this mixed enough? I'll let it mix a little longer. Just a little more. Maybe I should use the dough hook. What do you think? What do you think? You're struggling to beat this. I think so. I think I'm gonna beat it. But if I don't, I want my spooky haunted stuff to go to that one dude, and I don't know. What else? Oh. But I don't think I'm going to go anywhere anytime soon. You aren't going to be that lucky. You aren't going to be that lucky. You're not going to be rid of me for decades. Come on. This thing. How come I can never get this thing off of the thing? I could never figure out how this thing comes off of... Look at that. Doesn't that look like that's how it... So you're supposed to... Oh, it comes through this other way. Okay. It just doesn't... No. There. Doesn't want to do it. Because that's where the hole is on this side. Come on. Come on. There. Because that's where the thing is. It just doesn't slide very well anymore. It doesn't slide very well. Anymore. So that's what's going on in my life. Now, it's going to go here. I know the flower to Oh. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put plastic down first. I'm going to put plastic down before I... Because then I can just wrap it up in the plastic wrap to put in the fridge anyway. Aha! That's a better idea. That's a much better idea. There. That is a much better idea. She says. Yeah, I'm probably only gonna bake off half of this anyway, because that's a lot of cookies. Oh god, that smells good. That smells like Christmas cookies. I mean, it is Christmas cookies. It's Christmas cookies, but I'm gonna make them for Halloween. It's basically Halloween Christmas cookies. So that'll be tomorrow's stream, is either cutting out and or decorating, if I feel up to, you know, baking. I think this is what you're supposed to do. I don't remember. So we're doing a grandma recipe. That's the important thing. That's the important thing. Literally said, good to see you before you go. Before I go. I'm not going anywhere. I ain't planning on going anywhere. For real though. I'm like, should I put a little, it's a little. I'm like, I'm not planning on going anywhere. That's a sugar cookie. That's a sugar cookie. That is a sugar cookie. All right. It's a little dry. That might be a little dry. I can add a little water or milk or something. It almost looks a little dry. So I don't want to. Now, I'm going to get started on chicken and whatever else I'm going to be making. I'm going to do a chicken for the week, so I'm probably going to be freezing half of that. They ended up sending, I don't know why they sent such a big thing of chicken. It's like 3 pounds. I'm never going to use that. I'm never going to use that. I hate freezing meat so much. But then again, chicken cuts a little easier if it's like almost frozen, so I'm going to double wrap this. Double wrap. No, I don't know why. This smells really good, though. It just smells like Christmas cookies. It just smells like raw Christmas cookie dough. It is, though. So, cookie dough. Done. Now. You've seen the Halloween sites. What's seen the Halloween sites? Unsubconsciously intended. What do you mean? Oh, I've got top messages instead of all. There's all messages. There's all messages. What Halloween sites? The one thing I'm not a fan of is like those haunted houses. Those like haunted house attractions. I'm not a fan of those. Where they have guys come out and go, woo, woo, woo. It's like, I'm not a fan of that. Okay. Now, let's clean this mess up. I'm going to cleaning a mess up with Mecca here. Let me, oof. Hello, lights. Hello, lights. Something low down in your brain referred to both websites. What do you mean Halloween websites and Halloween store? What do you mean? If you don't have them, you can find some Halloween themed cookie cutters. Oh, I've got some. Yeah, I've got a whole bucket of them from last year. I got a whole bucket of them from last year. A whole bunch of them. You're eating a vanilla Kit Kat and drinking Dr. Pepper. They have those new apple ones I wanted to try. Have you seen those? Japan, yo, everything from Japan. It's like Japanese Kit Kats. They just have the best flavors of those. They're so horrible. I just like any of the, like, I need to go to the Japanese grocery store, for real. There's like, well, it used to be within walking distance, a little farther now. There used to be 2 of them within walking distance. Now, I'm like, oh, might as well. It's not that big of a trek to go to a Japanese grocery store. When that's really the only Asian food that I'll really get into. Even though I don't like sushi, I do like their snacks. I do really like their snacks. Because of course I do. Snacks. It's cake and cookies and, you know. They just have like fried chicken and just like at the convenience store stuff in Japan. Oh, one of the things I do kind of get every now and then is the what are they? The onigiri. The onigiri. The little little seaweed rice balls. I like those sometimes. Every now and then. You get the new one. So I'll eat those. Halloween's gotten a lot less commercial and earned much more money from extras. I think Halloween's gotten over commercial. I think Halloween, Christmas I'm tired of. I'm tired of Christmas, but I'm also kind of like, Halloween. You just get it over with. Get it over with already. I should actually wash this completely before I start this. Before I start the chicken. Because then I want the sink cleaned out for that. There you go. Wash this completely. Those, it takes like 30 seconds to make. So it just takes no time at all. It took longer for me to set it up. Now I'm just going to be cutting chicken for like an hour. I'm deciding how much chicken I want to go through and cut because, like I said, they gave me 3 pounds practically, and I'm like, I'm never gonna use 3 pounds. Never gonna use it. Life goes on. I couldn't watch that. I couldn't watch that show. I can't watch old TV shows from the 90s and 80s anymore. I absolutely just have 0 interest in those anymore. At all. I never liked that to begin with, though. I'm like, you know what? Hockey's on. Why the hell would I watch TV with hockey, you know? That's too early. Like, I'm just never going to rewatch this stuff. I'm just so done with it. That's why I sold all my DVDs or donated most of them, because I'm like, I'm never going to watch this. If I haven't opened it in a decade, I'm never going to watch it. You ever get like that? You just have way too much shit. For me, it's physical media that I never ever watch. So I started just getting rid of it all. Because I'm like, well, if I haven't even opened it, what was the appeal? Was I just collecting this? And that's the thing. It just started to be where I just collected this stuff because I didn't actually watch it or care about it. So. You think I'm watching It, the Tim Curry version? I haven't seen that in so long. That was the miniseries. I think the only Stephen King miniseries I remember liking was The Stand. Is that Halloween theme? No. Is It the Clown really Halloween theme though? That's his name, right? It the Clown. I don't know. Me and horror movies. I was like, no, I don't know anything about them. Me and horror movies. I'll like watch 5 of them in my life, and that's my horror. That's my horror movies. Be glad I saw. Be glad I saw like the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I like those, and what else? Halloween is way more commercial. Hardly anybody decorated their yards like nowadays. Yeah, I know, right? You used to like nobody used to decorate for Halloween back in the 80s. Now it's just like everybody, full on displays. I mean, it's cool if it's your thing, but I'm like, there's a hockey game. Is there what time do the Knights play? They're playing against Washington. Actually, let me go see what time the game is. No, really, I'm actually really invested in that. I'll see what's going on there. We won. Well, I'm not on the team like I did anything but not annoy them this season. Like I did anything but not annoy them. Like I did anything but not annoy them. What time's the game? Late. Okay, super late. In a bit. This is not. That's what time the game is. Not yet. That's all I need to know. Game, not yet. The hockey. The hockey. Who? Yeah, I don't know what that is either. Sounds like you're just trying to promote your watching shit for free on websites. No, thank you. Is it a cartoon? Is it animated? Yeah, cartoon. I don't know. I don't like cartoons. I'm not a big cartoon person. Unless you play an instrument with it, then I won't even probably know it exists. Okay. So I don't need that. Chicken. Now I need chicken. So I gotta clear away all of my baking stuff. Okay, baking stuff. Vanilla. On to next phase. Deal with chicken for the week. Now that we've dealt with baking. Okay, so that'll chill out for like 6 hours, at least. Now I'm doing the chicken part. Now I'm just cutting up chicken like an idiot. They gave so much. Why did they send so much? I'm not complaining. I'm just like, I don't think I'll ever use this. I don't know if I'll ever use all this. Like, will I ever use all that? I don't know. You may have misunderstood the term commercialized. The day is about fun and candy. No one has the spirit anymore. Is there a spirit? Is there a spirit? My favorite is The Thing, 1981. I couldn't watch that. I didn't get into that one. I couldn't get into that one. I think a lot of those movies, like, people just love so much, and then I just shut them off after 5 minutes because I just get so bored with them. So I think that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, I'm really bad at taking about like suggestions, because every time somebody suggests something, it's always like it's just so boring. It's just so boring. And annoying. Like somebody recommended Sonic Mania, and they insisted, oh, it's the best game ever, you're gonna love it. I'm like, I've never played a Sonic game. I've never had the desire to, and then I tried it and it was just awful because I'd never played a Sonic game and I don't know how to do any of that stuff, and the speed of it is just so not for me and all of that. So I never take suggestions. That was Columbus Day. I don't know, but it was Thanksgiving yesterday, wasn't it? How was Thanksgiving for you? The Great Pumpkin, never watched. I never watched, so I never watched it. I might have seen like half of it. And then tuned it out. It's kid voice acting. I think that's my biggest issue with something like with something like the Charlie Brown stuff is the child voice actors. Just drive me up the wall. So I won't watch anything if it's got kids doing the voice acting in it anyway. So Charlie Brown, Snoopy, Peanuts, I will never be watching. Those just absolutely off the table, out of question. I never ever got into them anyway, so. I was hardly for right. Why did they give me so much chicken? Why is there so much chicken? This would have been a good bag too for like cat litter and stuff. If it wasn't all for chicken. That's alright. That's alright. This is so much chicken. I'm gonna have to freeze some of this. Okay, well, because like half of it, I don't know. I don't know. Am I gonna freeze half of this? What am I gonna do with all this? Safe handling instructions. I know. They gave me way too much. They gave me way too much. That's way too much chicken. So how much do I want for fettuccine today? I want a little bit for fettuccine. I could like cook off half of this, and then either freeze or save the other half. I'm like, what am I gonna do with it in 2 days though? Because then I'll have chicken all the time. I don't know yet. Use or freeze by the 20th. Okay, so I have a couple of days to decide. Right? I'm not sure. What do you think? On the Blair Witch? I think I saw that once. I'm not big on nothing 90s. I don't really like any horror that came out of the 90s. So I think horror is my least favorite genre. I think horror is like my least it's my least knowledgeable genre. I think I went back and I'm like, yeah, every horror movie I liked was just a comedy in disguise. What did I like? I like Pandemonium. That was pretty good. I like that movie. Pandemonium. That was good. Is that a horror movie? That's a horror movie. Pandemonium. Anybody see that one? You can't think of any other Halloween spirits. What do you mean? Yeah, it's gonna be chicken. So I'm gonna do the Alfredo. I'm probably gonna cook off extra because I was thinking like I could just grill, or not even grill, just cook off some chicken, just salt and pepper, and kind of have pre-cooked chicken if I want to have like a quesadilla or a chicken wrap or something this week then, instead of like having lunch meat or something to snack on, right? What do you think? What do you think? What do you mean Halloween spirits? What is this? When it comes to movies, you usually say, because you're just check it out. I usually don't recommend people watch anything because I just had nothing but people push their shit on me for my whole life. So I never recommend anything to people. I'll tell you what I might like, but I never say, hey, Joe, check this out or don't. Then again, my job's just more to complain about the entertainment industry and how it's collapsing the economy at this point. So my interest in talking about movies and stuff is purely political. It's purely political at this point. I'm not even joking. That's kind of like all I ever talk about. You're visited by spirits on Halloween, really? You can't just channel and summon things? Nobody else has that ability? That must be a me thing. That's just a me thing. I think maybe that's why that haunted stuff is like... What am I doing? What am I doing? How much of this am I saving and how much of this am I cutting and cooking? And why am I using a fork? And why don't I have... I don't know. Let me get a bag. So, hold that. Okay. Is this gonna fit? Yeah, it'll fit in this one. I think it will. Event Horizon. I don't like that one either. That's like a 90s movie. So, really like all the stuff my ex-husband was into. Just all that stuff. The comic horror. ironic you don't like horror, as well your Hannah likes is very Wes Craven. Really? Well, I like the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I like some of the classic-y horror. You know, it had, sometimes I'll like a nice gothic horror. But, I mean, I just can't sit there and watch horror movies. Those are the things you rent on Halloween because you're supposed to, and then I'm like, yeah. It's not that I don't like horror, it's just I just can't watch it anymore. It's just so uninteresting anymore. That phase of my life was 30 years ago, 35 years ago. So it's you're trying to talk to me about, it'd be like trying to talk to me, that was my kind of, I went through a horror phase instead of a Disney princess phase as a kid. So trying to, talking to me about horror was I gotta remember the last time I watched a horror movie. So 1991 is what it feels like. That's what it feels like anymore. I haven't watched them in forever. Trying to see what you guys are saying. You're on the old side. 90s for you. Or cringe. See, I was a big 90s person. So, and hello, I see the waves in chat. The most horrifying movie you ever saw was 50 First Dates. Well, that was a little terrifying, isn't it? If you don't have a memory. See, I'm dumb, so. I watched the new Tomb Raider on Netflix. I have not. I heard it's cringy and it's all about relationships and stuff. It's all about she's gay now, and they've replaced the voice actresses natural beauty with a much more for women who are jealous of women who have large zooms, maybe. I don't know. That's what I heard. That's what I heard anyway. You. Okay, I'm trying not to actually touch the chicken. I'm holding the knife weird because I'm trying not to touch the chicken because I'm actually really worried about the bacteria going through the, you know what I'm going through, the chemo and shit. So all that. So, I'm going to be really, 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 super careful because I get chemo. Or why not at this point? Because chemo. Would Rocky Horror Picture Show count as horror? I don't know. I haven't watched that in so long. It's more of a mainstream thing now, isn't it? It's so mainstream now. It's like Christmas Story. It's like anytime you find that one little weird little thing that's just for you, then everybody comes along and ruins it. So am I cooking now? I don't know. What time is it? Actually, it's 4. Yeah, I might actually start cooking now. You thought they thought Phoebe Waller-Bridge, they would go for Phoebe Waller-Bridge's Croft. You know, they thought wrong. They thought wrong, didn't they? And they thought wrong. So yeah, I gotta take the chicken out the second I cut it tonight anyway. So I'm using this bag anyway for the chicken scraps. Because then I can tie it up and carry it out. I felt like that guy was going to walk off with my groceries. He didn't put them down. He took a picture and then he had them in his hand. And I'm like, hello, thank you for my groceries. It was $55 for 3 things. Well, 5 things. I barely got anything. So yeah, I'm probably going to cook off at least all of this tonight. You know, maybe I'll just cook it all off and then I'll have chicken later. If I do want to make something else. I don't know. We'll see. See how much room this takes on the cutting board. See how long I'm going to be cutting this. I take forever to cut chicken, don't I? I didn't even get the pan ready or anything. I get the pan ready. This would probably be better sizes for the chicken, to be perfectly honest. Most people aren't they're just gonna use their hands. Real chefs are don't do it this way. I know, I'm not a chef or a home cook even. I am a untrained idiot on the internet who knows how to play video games. This is not an educational thing. This is for entertainment purposes, mostly. And all that. I've never played a Tomb Raider game in my life. I've just never had any interest in those. You're like, what's for dinner? I don't know. I'm doing something with chicken, for sure. I'm not sure. Probably Alfredo. Probably Alfredo again, because I got all the ingredients for it, and I got to use up that parm somehow. Well, I don't have to use it up, but that was really good. And broccoli and chicken and all that stuff sounds really, really good. So if I do that, then I got to get the hot boiling water out, which I did not get yet, because I'm dumb. No, because I'm forgetful, and I also made the dough for sugar cookies too. So I'm doing like a Halloween sugar cookie sort of thing. I think that was smaller. Smaller pieces are gonna cook quicker. Anyway, yeah, if I just have them cubed up like that, I can just have like a chicken wrap. You know, that won't be too bad. It'll be cold chicken. Maybe I'll warm it up. I'll microwave it. It'll at least be cooked. Oh, it'll be cooked. Getting very warm all of a sudden, too. Alright. Good thing Gordon Ramsay isn't over my shoulder. I know, right? Well, then he could cook. Then you're like, well, there you go. I got breast cancer. There you go. That's your job, chef. That's your job, Chef Ramsay. That is your job. It's like, if I'm doing it myself, I do the best I can, and people can't expect me to do better. I can always improve, but, you know, to a certain extent, you just like, yep, I've maxed my skill level there. That's all the skills you gave me. That's all the skills I was rolled when I rolled my character sheet or whatever. Do you roll your, is that how that works? Do you roll a character sheet? Is that how that goes? You're gonna have to tell me. I'm assuming. I'm just assuming. You have 900 hours of what? What's CP277? I have no idea what that is. I have no idea what that is. Oh, Cyberpunk? I played like a half hour of that. I got stuck and then I quit. It got too hard. It was too hard. Oh, that game's too hard. I got stuck. I lost a weapon. I'm like, oh, this game's too hard. This isn't not for me. So I stopped playing it. It's one of those games. Like, those games are just so not for me. Those big Fallout-y. Those AAA games are just not for me. There's not something I'm into, good at, care about. Any of that stuff. Yeah, Cyberpunk. That's what that is. I have it. A friend of mine's like, I really want you to have it because it's on sale. And I'm like, are you sure that's the right move for me? I mean, you do know me. It's like, I'll try it if you really want me to, but, are you sure you know who I am? Are you sure you know me? Do you really think that this is the type of game I'm going to get into when I'm playing Castlevania again. I'm going to play some more of that maybe later if I can. It has an easy level. I couldn't make it. Good wishes and good to see you. I've been busy trying to trick in. Oh, thank you. It'd be easier if we could cook like Link. I never played the Zeldas. What am I cooking? Something with chicken. I don't know. I'll probably do that quick Alfredo sauce. I'll probably do a quick Alfredo. And something like that. And I'm trimming the chicken first before I do any of it. How much of this chicken do I want to cook ahead, too? I don't know. I have to get the pan out. I don't have the pans out. This is a huge chunk of... I have the pan. Is this going to fall, though? Red Dead 2. Red Dead 1 I liked. I really liked Red Dead 1. I never got into 2 as much. I really wanted to. I really wanted to play it more. And I think I ended up between moving and I did some mission I shouldn't have. Oh, I accidentally killed some NPC in the game. It wasn't an NPC though, it was like a quest guy, I think. And I never got the thing that I needed. Oh, it was bounties. I needed money in the game, and I never got enough money. So I went on a treasure hunt, and then I couldn't sell the thing because I killed the guy I was supposed to sell the thing to. Because I'm like, okay, well, let me go do something other than this main quest that I kept getting stuck on. Because why? What was the problem in Red Dead 2? You accidentally brush past somebody, and they kill you. They hunt you down, you kill you because you brush past them. So it was nowhere near as good as the first game at all. It was nowhere near as good as the first game at all. For me, anyway. You just like the tube thing. You had one of those for a while. Yeah, that's what that is. The chemo thing. Yep. The chemo thing. So I got my next this week, and that's the one I'm scared of because that's where the hair is going to start falling out. Hopefully not. Maybe it'll be like Michael Landon. And my hair won't fall out, huh? That would be it. That would be it. Then people will be like, "You're faking it." Oh God. That's what always happens. That's the internet for you, though. That's the internet. It's as if people are going off of my ex's movie collections to try and talk to me. I think that's what it feels like. That's so funny. I cook it. I don't know if I do. I don't know. What happened? I did. You got into Cyberpunk. Oh, no, what's that? Oh, the role playing. I'm not a fan of those. I'm not a fan of like role play, RPG, tabletop. I had somebody say, "Oh, do you like board games?" I thought they meant Scrabble. I'm like, yeah, I love board games, like Scrabble, and I play Monopoly. And that's not what board games meant. I did not know there was a whole nerdy subsection of like board games that are not Scrabble. No idea about that stuff. I'm like, that's not something I am into at all. Ever. So. They're just too complicated. They're too complicated. Like, I'm the type of person, like, I need something to do while you're setting up the game. And then I need something to do while we're playing the game. Like, I'll just be playing a video game by myself. I'm too introverted for that stuff. I'm far too introverted for that type of stuff. It's just not a, that's just not a me thing at all. Like tabletop, board games, none of that. And they're so complicated and they take forever to play. So, you know, maybe unless it's like a fun little trivia board game, like a party game. Like the party games are fine. Like a party casual board game is fine, but not like those big hardcore nerdy ones. I just cannot get into those. Those are not for me. I do like a good little casual party game though. Those are kind of fun. Let's see. Where am I in the chemo process? I've had my first major one. I got another one coming up. Out of like 12, I think, is what they want to have. They want to have like 12. So 6 months of chemo, that's how much rent? I need 6 months of rent. Please. If I can't be streaming, if it's going to be worse and worse. So that's what I'm doing today is, hey, if anybody can contribute. Just while I'm feeling up to it. While I'm feeling up to it. I'm streaming while I can. So that's where I'm at with it. I'm streaming while I can. As much as I can. I don't know. How much more chicken do I want to cut? Do I just want to cut it all up? Or do I want to deal with the rest tomorrow and then... Well, no, I'll cook it all off now. How much do I want to put in the Alfredo, though? I don't think I want all this in the Alfredo. You only do like half of it, maybe. I don't know. Where'd the accent come from? Alfredo. Where's the accent coming from? Let's see. For everyone. You heard about D&D and was genuinely curious. I can't with that. They take forever. I didn't know it was a game that, didn't end that day. I didn't know it was like not a half-hour game. I think the second I found out they weren't half-hour, I just lost all interest in them. So, and I wasn't even interested. It's just nothing about it's interesting to me. What's this? Shadow of Mordor? I don't know what that is. Is that one of those Lord of the Rings games? Yeah, I don't do AAA. I'm not a big AAA person. I really don't like Lord of the Rings either, so I'm just trying to watch them like to riff as a this is the thing. And that's the thing, now that the X is gone, it's like, well, shit, I don't even have any point of reference for any of these characters now. I don't even have anybody to ask, so I haven't been watching them. That's the thing. It's like, because I just in one ear and out the other with that Lord of the Rings stuff. So without the X, I'm like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, I can riff it, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm just kind of staring at it, being really, really bored. I think I watched 4 episodes of it or something, I think, and I'm like, oh, this is just so ridiculous, that new stuff. But then again, I didn't like the movies, so I didn't like the Peter Jackson movies. I think I fell asleep during the first one, and finally, it took me like, I don't know, it probably took me a couple of months to make it through those with riff tracks, because they're like the type of thing where you people are so insistent that you see them. They're like, okay, I'm going to make the commitment and sit there and watch them. And I'm like, is there a riff tracks commentary? Oh, good, okay. And then you'll have the riff tracks commentary. And it takes you 2 months to get through. Luckily, they were in their Cerebro Magneto phase back then, so they made it at least pretty enjoyable. And the Bonesaw is Ready era of riff tracks. Oh, that was so good. When they finally started, that's the Mystery Science Theater guys, when they finally started making fun of all of these mainstream geek movies, I'm like, oh, good, now you see what I see. Yay, you see what I see with these. Oh, yay. Yay. So, I'm not a fan of those, so. I'm not a big movie person, I think. That's the problem. I have a pop culture, well, is it even a pop culture channel? It's like, it's more talking about the box office and the politics and stuff. The corporate politics is more what I'm talking about. I'm more talking about the corporate politics of them, because they're listening to, they are listening to the hardcore fans on a lot of these. Look at Netflix He-Man. They literally went to the He-Man Bible, and fans rejected that. Some of them, not all of them, but enough fans rejected that to be an issue. Your wife is the gamer. She blew through 8 or 9 games. See, I blew through 8 or 9 hidden object games last week. Does that count? Does that count? I blew through 8 or 9 hidden object games, but that's all, hidden object. I like those. I do like a good hidden object game. Those are fun. A good hidden object game any day I will take over a AAA, because the AAA games I just have no interest in. I I can't even talk about them on my channel hardly. It's just like, unless it's like, oh, I didn't even talk about the Harry Potter one, did I? No, I barely did. I think I talked a little bit about the cyberpunk genetic or gender thing. The gender thing. I like talking about the gender stuff. I like talking about the social justice issues. I like talking about like the, woke versus, I like talking about like, okay, is the woke stuff even helping the communities you're trying to help? Or is it just causing a bunch of people to come out of the woodwork and complain about it? So I like talking about that. For real. For real. I like talking about that when I talk about this stuff. The games themselves, I mean. Nice shirt, thank you. She loves Keanu. Hogwarts. That Hogwarts game? Your daughter's being hushed. Oh no! Oh no! Take care of her. I hope she's okay. Best wishes, Morbius. In the what? Spend all your time in the what? What's the vivarium? So the Harry Potter, is that a Harry Potter thing? So Harry Potter to me is like, well, it was all little kids. So it was just all a bunch of little kids. So clearly I never watched them. No, I watched them with riff tracks like Lord of the Rings. I finally made it through them and they just went in one ear and out the other. They just, I don't get them. I don't get Harry Potter. Actually, no. This, that. There. Where's a good place for these? Actually here. Let's see them. Okay. Water. Boil. Start boiling that water. Salt the water. I'll probably reserve half of this chicken for something else. I don't think I'll eat all of this for the Alfredo. Probably. My train animal, like Fantastic Beasts. What's Fantastic Beasts? No, wrong burner. Wrong burner. Wrong burner. Wrong burner. What's the back one? You ever start the wrong burner going? That's the wrong one. Harry Potter spin-off. Oh, I didn't like Harry Potter. Why would I watch the spin-offs? Well, no music score. I don't like music scores in movies. Especially if it's a movie I'm not gonna watch. But that's not true. That's not true. I like. Did Goblin do the score? Did Goblin do the score? Claudio Simonetti does the score. I won't listen to it. Did he? Did he? You love Menu Amazing in Cyberpunk, do you? What am I listening to? The theme song from Grand Theft Auto. I'm listening to that. I'm listening to that. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto. The first one. Grand Theft Auto 1 I've been listening to the soundtrack of. Like, look at my Twitter. Look at my Twitter. I've been tweeting out songs from Grand Theft Auto 1. I'm not joking. I listened to Grand Theft Auto 1. I haven't watched Netflix Tomb Raider. I haven't watched it. Should I? Should I watch it? Should I watch it just for the channel? That one I'll check out. Just because of the woke stuff. Just because of the woke stuff. That's the thing. That's how I get to talk about it. Because I'm not going to be somebody who's like a fan, like as a non-fan of the games or movies. Did I even see the movies? I don't think I even saw the movie. If I saw them, I saw them with riff tracks. As a non-fan of Tomb Raider, like I never played those games, so I was playing. You know what I was playing on PlayStation 1? Bust a Move. Do 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 do. And now it's stuck in your head forever. You're welcome. So I loved those. These are so cute. Oh, those are so cute, so fun. Just little puzzle games. When I play a game, I love to play a game that I can just kind of zone out and not have to think too much and just kind of relax sometimes, like a good ASMR, sort of like Bust a Move, even though it's a kind of a puzzly one, but it's, you know, you can still kind of just zone out while you play it, I think. So I love those. You can't believe it's fake music. What? If you had to pick a type of game that isn't first-person shooter, you'd pick RTS? You would? I don't know what type of game my favorites are. I like the hidden object games a lot. I like those. I like the this dragon fruit one's really good. I should have like a dragon fruit lemonade mix like I used to get at when I was with the ex. When I'd be like, well, I mean, we're here anyway, I might as well order something. They'd have that at Starbucks. Starbucks is so expensive. How can you afford it? Who can justify going to those places? Like, I don't go to those places. You like the first Lara Croft movie? Rona Mitra. I never heard of that. Who played Lara Croft? Was that Angelina Jolie? Was that her? How many years ago? That was like 20 years ago. It was like 20 years ago. You know what movie I saw in the theater? The South Park movie. I probably still have my ticket stub to that somewhere. I saw it. Where did I see that? Up on the turnpike, I think, probably. Probably off the well, yeah, probably off the turnpike somewhere, but it's still in Denver. Off of... It's definitely on the west side. It's definitely on the west side. It might not have been a turnpike after all. Where the crap would we see it? We didn't see it at that theater next to Dave & Buster's, did we? On Colorado, maybe. Oh, we might have seen it at that theater. Was that theater yet? Was that theater there yet? Because I'm trying to think. Is either that or somewhere near the tech center? It might have been near the tech center. Maybe it might have been further down, or further that way, further south. Well, I could have sworn it was closer to Boulder when we saw that. I remember seeing that. That's a good movie. That's a good movie. That was a good movie. And I'm like, oh, they made a musical. Sorry. That made my day. Making that a musical, and it was good. And I'm like, oh, that's exactly that music. The music. See, that's why I just consider him a Trey. You're my favorite piano player. You're my favorite piano player. It's the music. It's the music. I forget that's a cartoon. You ever get that? I just forget that's a cartoon even. Like my favorite genre games are casual. Right, I would be a little bit more chicken in the pan than this. Casual. I like casual games. I like a casual game. So I can enjoy myself. I like to enjoy myself. I don't like them being really, really difficult. Chinking. So if I can pull off a musical, the Joker not so much. Well, that's because were they writing their own music though? How many of the songs in Joker were waiting for it, and how many of them were like, you know, gonna build me a mountain or whatever the song is? Climb every mountain. Was it climb every mountain? What was she saying? Climb every mountain. Live every sea. Touch every eagle. Be what you want to be. That's red pepper. That's red pepper. That's too much pepper. It's gonna be all over my teeth and people are gonna be mad. South Park can pull off a musical. He's my favorite piano player after all. See, he gets the King Piano Man crown. Just saying. But that's, you know. Is he the most famous person to ever written a song about yours truly, or was the other? Probably Trey. Yeah, probably Trey. Probably was. So I grew up in Colorado. By the way. So. What did Brian Boitano do? I know. But Brian's gay, isn't he? That's what I said. Brian's gay. Brian's gay. Here's where we curtsy. Take a bow. I think I didn't know that. Pasta. I'm not with friends. I'm not even going to make half of this. Like a quarter of it. Like a quarter of it. Just like that much. Or about a third. About a third of the box. Hold that. So I'm making food. That's all I'm doing. I'm gonna let that get a little browner on that side. See, I never got into My Fair Lady. I never watched that until way later. I don't know. I watched a lot as a kid, but that's another thing that was like, okay, that's a very specific point in time, and now I'm on to hockey. You know? Do people do that to you, where you're like, they only want to talk to you about something you were into like 30 years ago, and not anything you're into now? Back to South Park, when Cotman got the V-chip in his head, Remember when Cotman got the V-chip in his head? What happened there? It was the parents' fault for not paying attention to what their kids were watching, wasn't it? It was always the parents' fault. That's what we learned from South Park. Back when Cotman got the V-chip in his head. Way back in 1943. Way back in before time. You guys have no idea who the fuck I am. Please talk to me about South Park some more. Rocky Horror Count. I don't know. I'm so tired of it. It's some. Can you talk to me about a musical I've never heard? What about? Oh gosh. Was Rectum a musical? I hope the chicken's okay. So we saw that in the theater. Do you know there's a Santiago's right there on the goddamn hill now, which is basically the armadillo anyway. For Colorado people, anybody Colorado watching the chat? Anybody in Colorado watching the chat right now? Anybody from or grew up or went to college in Colorado watching in chat? Speak now or forever hold their dick in their hand. Because you know damn well Mecha wants you. She was looking for a little sacrifice. She was looking for her right wrongs and wrong rights. Let me get rid of some of this grease. I don't need all this chicken grease. That's be too much. This can lowered a bit. Just smells like I'm boiling chicken now. This is chicken grease. Normally that I just keep that, but I'm making a sauce or something. I put too much in the pan. I put too much in the pan. Don't throw away the chicken grease. I know. You can yell at me later. Both, perhaps. Hugh what? I wonder if they can pull off another movie. Oh, if they want to. Do you think the Integrity thing's over? See, I haven't watched it in so long. I don't know what's going on anymore other than Casa Bonita. And I haven't even watched that. So they got a reality show now. So now not only is he King Piano Man, but now he's also the best reality show guy. Because now he's a reality show star. Trey. Trey. I'm a Trey. Betray you. Betray you. I'm never going to betray you. So yeah, now on a summer day like the morning dew. Yeah, it smells alright. That smells alright. How much of this? I mean, I might even use it all for the Alfredo for all I know. I don't know. Alfredo time. Now what do I put? Now what? Oh, this chicken wasn't bad. How would I know? Okay, well, I'm going to half this. So 2 tablespoons of butter. Lower that. Get off the heat lower. Fidgeting. Butter. 2 tablespoons. That's like half of one of these. Some milk probably. Hey, October 19th. Speaking of. Butter, flour, salt, pepper, garlic. Alright, 3 tablespoons all-purpose flour. Half a stick of butter. It's like a quarter stick. It's a quarter stick of butter. Randy grows weed. I know. Talk about like, you know, why is Randy not just a real human? I mean, I know it's that, but like, why isn't it the caricature of Randy, not just like the real human? At this point, I'm just saying. That'd be the guy I'd marry. That'd be the guy I'd marry. A guy like that. For real. In this episode, they tried to get legal. Oh, those were fun, weren't they? Oh, those were fun. Now I'm just talking about South Park. That's all I'm doing. Butter. Here, let's melt the butter slower. Butter, flour, salt, pepper, 2 cups whole milk, so 1 cup of milk. 1 cup of milk. Get a little extra milk. You know, I might actually just keep the whole thing chicken. I don't know. We'll see. done. I was like cooked in enough. Yeah, I cooked in enough. I don't want to overdo it and make it dry. That's fine. I'm just worried. Did I use that for milk? Yeah, I did. Okay. It's like a garlic salt or something. This minced onion, minced garlic. Oh, garlic powder. I don't know if I need salt. I'll just add salt by itself. It doesn't say to add garlic. But I'm gonna add garlic because garlic's good for you anyway. I don't have any fresh. I don't have any fresh garlic, like a dummy. Oh. So then I can do like my fried rice with the rest of that chicken if I want or something. I don't know. How much flour? We left flour. Half a tablespoon. One's 3, so it wants like 1.5. 1.5. Just a quick Alfredo. Oh, and I got parm in the fridge. I guess I wasn't done with that. Ground pepper. Salt. Shredded parm. Cup of parm. Just the rest of it. There, I got like 3 things of Alfredo out of that parm. So, yay. And whisk. You can make a better one, but this is an easy one. It's a real easy one. I put a lot of garlic in that. A little bit of garlic in that. That smells good. Not too much, but it's a good chunk. I don't want to overdo it. I've done this a few times on stream. That's a new one I've learned. The new one I've been making. Cartwheel making my parents. I know. I know. Just go and click this link because the caption was for fighting breast cancer. Everybody say love and prayers. Thanks for sharing and being. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for clicking. Let's see. I can make chili if you want. Hartman. Our show's been on the air for so long. I bet they forget half of the jokes they set up, and half of the pranks they set up 30 years ago. Do you think they still remember half the pranks they set up and put in play, like their longest one? Do you think they still remember it? Or do you think they just completely forgot all about it? Because what if I were to tell you that South Park has in the works one of the longest running trolls ever? That was set up so long ago. Like, do you think they even remember? Do you think they even remember? Some of their troll jobs they set up in like season 2. Do they even remember? I might have put all that chicken in this. I don't know, that's a lot of chicken. That's half of what was in the thing. That like 3 noodles is a tester. 1 is a tester. Yeah, this isn't done. Yeah, a couple minutes. Yeah, what do you think? Do you think they even remember? Or do you think that they're like, wait a minute, that was set up 25 years ago, 27 years ago? Wasn't it? See, now it's 25 years, right? Vegas, kitchen cooking. Hi. Just saying. It's amazing all the crap Cartman got away with. Oh, that's because he's Cartman. That's because he's a man. He can get away with it if he wants to. Man. He should be held accountable a little bit, though. Doesn't even Mecha give him a spanking? Is that the final conclusion, that Mecha gives Eric Cartman a spanking for being an asshole? That'll be the final episode. Yeah. They've already done the reality fantasy crossovers. They've already done that. They've already done the aliens. They've already done all of it. What else can they do? Well, reality television. Now they're our favorite reality show stars. Yeah, I'm about done. I'm eating preemptively. It's about done. So then I have cookies to make in a bit. Once we get around to doing that. It's cold. Like that. So that's what's going on. Yeah, do you think they've got any more long run, long game troll jobs in the works that, you know, were put in place before YouTube, for example? Any Andy Kaufman-esque level troll jobs in the works? South Park on Survivor. Kenny dies first. I survived South Park. No. I think they have a general timeline on the wall with long-range plans. So, how long do you think? Do you think? Just saying. Is that Alfredo chicken pasta of some sort of cheese? Yes, Alfredo. Some sort of Alfredo sauce. This is going to be an Alfredo sauce. Actually, it is an Alfredo sauce. Or at least it was before it solidified. Wow. Oh, I didn't get my broccoli. I already did that. So I don't know how much of that chicken I'm going to throw in here now. What do you think? Broccoli. I got to do the broccoli. I'm going to do the whole bag. I'm going to do the whole bag. Directions. Need to be fully cooked. Microwave. This side up for 5 minutes. Broccoli's good for you. I'm just going to microwave it and then dump it in. I forgot to do that. Broccoli's good for you. Oh, and spinach. You can throw spinach in there too. Veggies. It's important to get your veggies when you're dealing with, you know, what I'm dealing with. So it's going to have veggies too. I just say, I think they're surprised it's gone on this long. Sure, they throw away episodes or filler. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm literally the the one the one person who could very, very easily be that breath of fresh air right about now. For science or something. Were they even lampooning celebs in season 2? Anyone? I don't know, just YouTubers, I suppose. Only YouTubers. Who were they lampooning in season 2? You tell me. You tell me. Surprised how long The Simpsons has gone on? That too. That too. What time is it? There we go. Is the hockey game on yet? Yes, 1-1. It was 1-1. Damn it. It's 1-1. I'm gonna wrap up here as soon as I use microwave. Barbara Streisand. Oh yeah, that's right. The Mecha Streisand. Uh-huh. That's right. Forgot about that. So, Fascination Street, long version. You think about the Flintstones? Oh, I don't think about the Flintstones. 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 See, this smells good. This I want. This I want to eat. This I want to eat a lot of. Okay, now I'm hungry. Now I'm getting really hungry. Now I'm getting hungry. Hello, how are you on this boring night? Is it boring? I'm hanging in there. My hockey is 1-1, it looks like. Now that I see that. And I'm looking for my broccoli to get done so I can dump it in my pasta. And then it's finished. Intermission. What? In 2 many periods now? I missed the first period. No way. Got me missing the hockey. No way. Got me missing the hockey. What teams? Right now it's Vegas and Washington. So. We got our goalies who used to be our goalies. Now you got one over there and one of them's ours still. So. What does yabba dabba do mean? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. Wasn't the Flintstones just a knockoff of the Honeymooners anyway? Or just an animated version of the Honeymooners? And then Top Cat was just Sergeant Bilko. So yeah, I know a lot of these, but I have just like zero interest in revisiting any of that old stuff because I'm like, yes, but life moves forward. Doesn't it? Like, there's a lot of stuff, but like, yeah, I'm gonna go back and kind of revisit at some point, like season 2 of South Park, but or whatever it was. But Mr. Thrashers in Atlanta, Kings versus the Habs. There you go. There you go. How's LA doing? How's LA doing? Did they lose yesterday? So the Avs lost yesterday. Last year, when I go to a hockey game, it's like 1-0, the other team. And my guys just skate around for an hour. When I don't go to a hockey team, they get 8 goals. Or go to a game, they get 8 goals. When I'm out there, it's 8 goals. That's funny. No recipe required. Drizzle cooked broccoli with olive oil and sprinkle with Parmesan cheese. Finish with squeeze of fresh lemon juice. Or throw the broccoli in a strainer. Throw the broccoli in the pasta. And then throw the chicken back in, or at least a lot of it. How much of this chicken am I going to throw back in? I don't even know. Oh, like that much? Start with that much. Because I'm going to keep some of it for like chicken salad or chicken wraps or something. Probably chicken wrap. That's probably good. That's about as much as will fit in the pan anyway. There you go. So now it's just pasta. Then I can have that for like a chicken wrap, maybe. That's not all cheesy. There, I can have that for like a chicken wrap or something later. So I can reserve the rest of this in a container or something. Like which container am I going to use? This one. This will be fine. This will be fine. The only know 2 hockey teams are named All Stars and the Mighty Ducks before the change. See, I never watched that. I never watched that, the Mighty Ducks. I never watched it because it's kids. So. I never cared. By that age, I was just too old for it. So, what was that, like a 90s one? I think it was a 90s one. Okay, now, chicken, broccoli, and it's about that time to wrap up, because I'm not going to just sit here and eat. So, what did we do? What did we do today? We got cookies made, pre-made. Oh, and I'm going to throw some spinach in here. I hope the spinach wasn't the thing that made my stomach upset earlier. My stomach was really upset earlier. Spinach. Spinach is just good for you in general. There's a lot of green in this pasta. I want to do more green because the more greens you eat, like the better that is for, you know. That's what they tell me. That's what they tell me. I don't know. I'm not giving medical advice or anything. That's what they tell me. They told me to eat greens. They might tell you to do something else. They told me don't eat fish. I'm like, that's not going to be a problem. I don't eat fish anyway. I don't eat fish anyway. That's not a problem. At all. I need parm. I had a little bit of parm. Okay, I had a little bit of parm for topping this. Vegetables. You can use as much vegetables as you want, I guess. Probably. I don't know. Unless you're allergic, then don't. So that's what I made. That's what I made for the week. Because I was able to eat it last time after chemo. And it was relatively good until like the broccoli started to go. So this only lasts like 3 or 4 days. I did not eat it all in the time I had. So the broccoli started going, and then I'm like, that's gonna give me the nausea from the chemo. That broccoli. The broccoli cauliflower. The old broccoli cauliflower smell. Okay. Whisk. I'm letting that wilt down a little. You're essentially an adult. Who? 90s movies? I didn't like 90s movies. I didn't like a lot of 90s movies. I really, really didn't. Let's see. Go on opposition tickets. I don't know what that is. I don't do that. I don't do that. That sounds like a gambling thing. So don't do that. So don't do that. Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Yeah, I don't do that. That sounds like gambling. I don't gamble. I don't recommend that. I mean, I live in Vegas, so literally the worst place in the world to gamble. Vegas is doing this thing where they have this elite class versus servant class, underling class. So they want to keep everybody in this underling servant class, which is extraordinarily frustrating, you know? It's like they tell you these jobs pay so little that you would never be able to make rent on them. So, and then they don't give them to you anyway, because you fucked 25 years ago. But then, whatever. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Disney jumped the shark. I have never been a Disney fan. I have never been a fan of Disney. I don't understand why anybody would like Disney ever. Like I've never hidden the fact that my entire purpose is to make sure Disney goes under for lying to women and telling them that one day their prince will come, and then it never happens. You know? So my whole thing is just to make sure Disney loses as much money as they can with their stupid IPs and remakes, reboots, and sequels and prequels, while I earn a little bit of an income off of it. So she's still okay, guys. So I've never been a fan of Disney, ever. The most iconic South Park thing was put a chicken in and make her gay. I don't know about that. I think they got an Andy Kaufman level troll job waiting in the works. So, you know, because that's the thing with Trey Parker. He's my all right. He did everything right, didn't he? He's my all rights guy, so he gets all my rights to anything. Anyway, because he was there first. And so, what did he do? He bought a restaurant that feeds people. So I think he's in for a pretty epic troll job. Well, they're gonna earn it back real quick. They got something coming. They got something coming. They just need to make one phone call or one text, and that's all they gotta do. They just need one. So they just need one. Like I said, all rights. Go to Trey. All rights to Trey. He's my all rights guy. Because see, he did everything right. Well, he bought a restaurant that feeds people. He did it right. He put it on a reality show. So he's like the best reality show guy. So, yeah. That's Trey. He did everything right. He did everything perfect. In my opinion. Achoo. And then the kitty keeps sneezing. Kitty got sneezies. Kitty is sneezing. He's a good boy. Okay. Broccoli. Giant chunk of broccoli. This is too much food. Okay, there. Broccoli. Chicken, broccoli, whatever. Chicken, broccoli, whatever. Finish with some parm. This is parm even if you yeah, it's fine. Finish with some extra parm. That's dinner. Finish with some parm. That's what I made. What did you make? This is what I made. What did you make? Is it as good as what I made? This is better. It's probably better than I made. I just made this because I'm like, this actually sits okay on my stomach. And I had that parm, and I had milk that I wanted to use, and what else? Oh, we also made, look what else we made. We made cookie dough. We have sugar cookies coming too. So this is gonna be tomorrow if I'm feeling up to it. Sugar cookies tomorrow. I'm probably gonna freeze half of this. So I'm probably gonna make half of this because this is gonna make a lot of sugar cookies regardless. So that is the plan for tomorrow. Sugar cookies. They're terrible for you. I don't recommend eating them. Alright. We'll see you guys on the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye. Comment, Trey.